Whew. What's up, guys and gals, if you're watching? Who knows? I've got a lot of exciting things happening. As you can tell, it's a mess. I'm just going to give you a quick view of the entire bench because it's going to be changing soon. So here's a good before. Sweet project buried under there that's going to come to fruition. Some paints, a little bit of organization attempt, bunch of trash. Normally I'd be embarrassed to show you this, but it is what it is right now, and it's not going to be that way for long. And then here is everything else I got going on over here. We're going to go through that mess of stuff. We're going to go through this. We're going to go through that. Going to update you on this and this and that. So I'm just going to kind of go over all of the projects I've got going on and my repair list, because I do have a lot of repairs. Everything that's up there, hey Lightning McQueen, everything that's up there has something wrong with it that's got to be fixed, including that. So I'm actually going to pop that guy up there because I don't know when I'm going to be getting to him. But this has got something cool that I'm going to be doing with it. Got some crawler tracks here. We'll be running some stuff over them. I have the MB18, which I accidentally got a part for. Be filling the shocks to the Grom. So yeah, let's dive into it. Let's go through that pile of goodness right there. I forgot how this thing works. There we go. There we go. All right, there is the pile of goodness. So, the Moscos Zablanco. Let's get you guys back just a little bit. Just a little bit. So this had this bit break on it right here. I've got I've got a new one of those. Here we go. Got a new one of those, which I wasn't needing this, but I'm going to use this to start the MB18 build. So that was a happy accident. So there is item number one, which gets this closer to being repaired. You'll notice it doesn't have a servo. When I did the Fun Factor Trials of Olympus for the TRX-4M Defender, I borrowed my nephew's and his servo was stripped out, so I gave him my servo, which had metal gears in it. I have two that are stripped out, so I just got this metal gear kit because it works. I don't need anything else. I do want a waterproof servo because I drive this thing through the water and the mud like crazy. I might be getting some more aggressive tires on that to be able to go through mud and stuff, but we'll see. So Damascus is on the way to getting fixed and the dust taken off of it. I'll get the roof rack fixed and the mirrors fixed as well, and this thing's going to be awesome. That's one of my favorites. I can't wait to do that. So repaired parts there. Now this my son doesn't know about yet. I got them for his Gladiator. I am helping the kids upgrade their Jeeps. We've got two Gladiators and one JLU. I'm thinking about getting another one because I'm going to do a lot of fun stuff with the Jeeps. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Bless me. Okay. I actually don't have it out here. I'm going to go get what this is all for and be right back. Wonderful, we're back. So, Demigod has been a really good learning experience for me, to say the least. So I have got we'll go over this more. I'll do an episode on it, but we've got everything here except the receiver, the ESC, and the battery. That's all I need to complete it. A couple months ago, I was at the finish line with that and burned it up. So we'll talk more about that. But I've got the receiver to go with my Spectrum remote. There was a FlySky option that I was really a lot more interested in, but this one was a lot more affordable, and I'm kind of on a budget with this, especially since I had to buy the receiver twice. I got the adapter for my battery, so that will allow me to complete Demigod. I do have the wheels that are actually going to go with this instead of these, but I'm going to run it like this to start. I am going to be doing something with this one that is going to be exciting, so stay tuned for that. And now, the stuff I'm super excited for, but is way further down the line. I'm going to be doing some more stuff to the Dreadbolt Roberts. I got this awesome tube bender here. It comes with some tube. I didn't realize that, so I'm going to actually remake this bumper out of a brass tube, and I'm going to find and mess around with some aluminum tube as well. And then I got this, not knowing what I was going to do with it back a while ago, and my original plan for the Nomad build, which is over here. So I got the Nomad build. I'll be getting painted up soon. I'm going to do an episode on that because it's going to be weathered. I originally was going to use styrene for that chassis, but that's a bad idea because styrene breaks. And a great example of that is the Power Wagon, where this cage has broken. So it's just not structurally sound enough to use for a tube chassis. So I'm gonna potentially make a tube chassis for the Nomad. That means I'm gonna have to learn how to braze, which I don't know what that takes because I've never done it before. So anyways, there's my build updates. I do have a repair list, so let's go over all the repairs that need to happen right now. The trigger on my daughter's JLU broke off. Find it, there you go. Sorry about that. I'm gonna try gluing that, and if not, I'll find a trigger replacement somehow. So that's all that's wrong with hers. Hers actually works. She is borrowing the wheels that are going on that eventually, because she has some in mind that gonna look awesome with this. We're gonna start building hers up. She's got some big knuckles on there, and I've got motors and servos for all of my kids' SCX 24s, so that's exciting there. And then the other repair thing, I gotta dive into this. Something broke right there, or I don't know, I'm gonna have to dive into that. Losing stuff, guys. Shout out to Only RCs for awesome Mount Olympus apparel. The steering link on this guy is broken. I'm going to be ordering one of those soon. I don't know if I'm going to do aluminum or the plastic. I kind of like the plastic because they flex a little bit more and they're lighter weight. Yeah, so that's the repair list. And I am going to be repairing, what is the other repair? Oh yeah, the Bronco I kind of already went over, but it's got that back bit. I need a battery for it and the servo. And I'll get new mirrors and a new roof rack and do a, roof rail thing. And then I'm gonna do a roof basket on top of this and some scale accessories. So this is gonna be sick. And then the Gladiators, my boys' Gladiators, I got new wheels and tires for those, and these are going in one of them. So yeah, it's basically it on my projects for right now. It's going to be slow going, just because I can't afford to just drop a bunch of money and get it all fixed right now. So to start, my start is going to be this guy right here. I'm going to make that bumper. That's where that's going to start, because this is working and driving. Then I'm going to go on to Damascus. I'm just waiting for the 1000 milliamp battery to get into my local hobby shop. Then in 10 to 14 days, the new ESC will be in for this, so you guys are going to want to see that. It's going to be sick. Then I've got some Jeep Safari stuff going on, which is going to be really fun and really cool. I don't know when I'm going to get to those two, so they're going to be out of commission for a little while. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining me on this build update episode. I talk myself out of breath. But anyways, also we're going to be doing some revamping of the workbench, because I want it to be a workbench and not a cluster bomb. And under that pile of materials is a fun project that I'll do a video on as well. But yeah, for now, that's where we're at. Thanks for joining me here on the mountain. I'll catch you guys later.